What's going on, everybody? Hey. We are hanging out in the studio, Green Addicts Live. Bradley Crenshaw is back from his cruise.
I am.
We are absolutely jealous. I know you got into a world of excitement over there.
You know, I mean, it was. I don't know if it was a world of excitement, as much as it was just kind of, a relaxation to kind of look and see just how small you are when you get out on that ocean.
Oh man, I know.
So, you don't realize how small you are in this world until you get out there and see God's creation. I mean, it is just absolutely amazing.
I can't even imagine. I haven't had that wonderful opportunity of going on a cruise yet, but I am going to win that cruise package through our
We do have one of those.
our contest.
Cabo cruise,
Yes.
whatever.
I want to say hello to everyone out there. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. And we got some really cool people here. Juan Cruz is here. Bradley Crenshaw is back from his cruise. And we got some pictures from your cruise. I think you found a free tequila tour or something like that.
Well, that right there is after we got off in Cozumel. That's my beautiful wife. She is my rock, by the way. She is the one behind the scenes that keeps me floating. So
Yeah,
yes.
that's awesome. Where did you guys part out of?
So we went out of Galveston, and it was just a little short 5-day cruise down to Cozumel. That's actually off of our balcony. We had a little suite, 2-room suite off our balcony, and the rainbow come up across the back.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was great because we're out there in the middle of the ocean, the rainbow comes up, and I mean, I'm out there having an educational conversation with my daughter. Do you know what a rainbow means? And, of course, she's standing there, I said, that is God's promise that he'll never flood the earth again. And she's like, really? I was like, I am failing at my job if you did not know what a rainbow is.
Like, look, I'll Google it right now. I'll show you. That's awesome. So you went with your daughter, your wife, and was it your daughter's friend?
So yeah, we brought her, let her bring a friend along, and then we brought some good friends of ours from Aubrey with us. We had an amazing time. That's Margaritaville. You cannot go to Cozumel and not go to Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville.
You can't. Do you consider yourself a parrot head?
I would. I don't have any shoes on right now. You just can't see it.
You're very respectful of everywhere you go.
Yes, absolutely.
Respect the
I
turf.
only
Shoes
have
off.
a shirt on because they required me to wear one in here. If not, it'd be no shirt, no shoes.
Hey, I don't see a sign, man.
That's what they told me. No service.
How about it, guys? We're gonna have a shirtless episode.
That's the free tequila tour with
That's the free tequila
that's my
tour.
buddy
Awesome.
Randall Fuller. So we had a great time. He's an awesome guy. I'm very thankful to have him as a friend as well. So
That's really cool, man. When's the? How often do you guys try to get on vacation?
once a quarter.
Once a quarter.
Absolutely.
Work really hard.
Yes.
What is your okay? So there wasn't a lot talked really about your idea of efficiency so far, and what that looks like in your life, because the valuable tools that you use and the things that you use in your life every single day on the efficiency side is what's created your success. So can you break that down a little bit
Correct.
about what that looks like?
So, I mean, it starts with planning for me. I plan out, I plan out my entire week. I know exactly where I'm going to be at what time. My feet hit the floor at 4 a.m. At 4 a.m., I start jogging at 4:15. I spend that time for cardio to 4:45 in the morning times. I'm back at the table at 5 a.m. and I have my breakfast. And that's what I call my 5 to 6 time is my power hour. So during that time, I read my Bible. I get my mind right for the day. And then, I'm in the shower by 6. I'm out the door at 6:25. And then my day begins from that point. And I leave my schedule, I fill in my schedule day to day, the day before. And then I have a normal routine for the afternoon. And I'm like clockwork. I'm like that old deer that keeps coming to the feeder every single morning that hunter's hunting. If you want it, my schedules are exactly the same. Every morning, every afternoon. It's all about consistency with me.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to, that creates a mindset for success and eliminates
It
the
does.
crap that could flood in.
Absolutely. In the evenings, I mean, I spend my time. It's dinner time at 6 p.m. It's prep time at 7. It's 7:30 in the bed. It's 7:30 to 8:30. I'm reading. It's 8:30 lights out. My wife told me last night, she said, it's still daylight outside. The sun's up. You're really going to sleep tonight right now? She got used to on the cruise. We just stayed out, and I mean, my schedule was all off on that point. So
Yeah.
it feels good to get back on schedule, and keep that routine going.
But you were still wired in whenever you were there.
Always.
Yeah, always wired in.
Somebody told me, you need to unplug, and I can't do that. And my mom and brother tell me all the time, said, you work too much. Said, you're going to give yourself a heart attack. And I said, no, I enjoy what I do. I enjoy working every single day. If I unplug completely, that's probably when I'll give myself a heart attack.
Right.
I have to stay engaged. I love these guys.
Yeah.
I love coming to work with these guys. They're absolutely awesome. And everybody that I work with in every business that I have, I enjoy the people that I work with.
Yeah.
And I enjoy being, in their presence. Each person on our team brings value. And I tell them all the time that what they do, they don't realize that I'm actually, they're teaching me some things. There's things with each one of my people in the offices that they bring value to that makes me want to elevate.
Yeah.
So I call it level up.
Level up, yeah. You got to surround yourself with people that make you feel that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Mr. Juan Cruz, and we got Mr. Russ Lewis. Russ, the Energy Einstein. We established that.
Oh, yes.
That you are the Energy Einstein.
That is Big Daddy. He proclaimed name of Big Daddy. Since last week, he decided to throw Big Sexy out there and make fun of that. I have to say that is his proclaimed nickname, is Big Daddy, and everywhere we go, it's Big Daddy. Big Daddy.
Big Daddy's in the house. Big Daddy's in the
And I'm so glad these water bottles are not here today.
Right.
And if you, one minute.
Yes, you got to throw that out there. You got to tell them what it was.
If you notice, there's one person that's not here.
Who's that?
His name is Richie.
Oh, Richie.
So see, Richie didn't fit the efficiency that we were going for.
Oh,
so we had to remove him and replace him with Linda,
no.
who could fit that
Oh, wow.
that level. So
Hey, whatever. We need some coffee. Where's the coffee? That's what we need right now. Some coffee. You're the coffee supplier.
I am the coffee guy. Actually, just went to go get some fresh beans last night.
Oh man,
Got
that
to get the good
sounds so
stuff.
Good.
Well, it's not just, I want a cup of coffee. It's maybe we should have like a cup of real smile and joy. With some homemade vanilla up in there. I mean,
Yes.
there's a lot of levels to making a cup of coffee.
Man, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I have a nitro cold brew right over there. Just
Oh, you
chilling.
don't need that.
I forgot to get it.
No.
Juan Cruz.
Yes, sir.
What's up, sir?
Nothing much, man.
So you are one splendid human being. I will tell you that.
Okay.
Yesterday, I was really shocked. I was sitting in the office. We're still working on getting the desks in some of the offices, and I was sitting on the floor in Amelia's office, like working on something, and he came in with a little Post-it note that said "You're awesome" and just stuck it on my computer, and I was like, "Yes, that's what I'm talking about." I'm like, on a floor, just grateful. Like, you guys are so rad, and I appreciate you guys like bringing my family into the huddle and allowing us the opportunity to work with you. And I know that a big thing before we move on and talk about quality assurance, because that's the whole thing we want to talk about is quality and how intentional the Green Addicts crew is on how they do things, and really want to make sure and go above and beyond that. Not only do we do the job right, but it continues to work properly after that.
Right.
Which is it sets us apart truly in our industry. But before we do that, we do have a quick video that I really want to show. Do you have that, Ziggy? The socks and draws video? Socks and draws. So this is how efficient Brad is. This is on his trip. Do we have audio on that or no?
T-shirts.
We do. So
Socks and
socks and draws.
all
That's
the
how
nice shirts and shorts all put together.
I'm on a
Here
boat.
you got your
No.
Oakley hats. Down here you See got the your Costa categorized and your hats there? Patagonia.
Yeah,
I see
everything's
that.
categorized.
All There's also a organized, reason ready that to be the Green efficient Addicts this hats week. are on the top. And
What's
then
the
over
reason
here,
behind
you
it?
because we're got number one. Ramsey, Everything we do. Peyton.
Amen. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go,
And
team.
it's right on top of the crown chakra, just beaming with halo energy. It's a good time. So, quality.
Yes.
You are the quality assurance manager.
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell everyone what that kind of looks like. What's your duties? How do you fulfill that role?
Yeah, well, we, like you said, we're number one in DFW, and it's for a reason. One of the things that we do and that does set us apart is the quality assurance. So I'll come in 45 days after the job is done and go with the homeowner and say, hey, look, what were the initial problems that you had, and then were those problems resolved? And so we'll go through and we'll another audit basically on their home and go through their home and make sure that we did the job right, that everything was done like we said we would do it, and then on the back end say, okay, let's look at your bills now. Let's look at where else we can put like cherries on top. I like to call it the Disney World experience. Make sure that they remember us after we're gone. A lot of contractors do the work and then you can never get those guys on the phone.
Right.
We're not that company. We're telling you, hey, we're coming back after the job's done. So
Whether you like it or not.
yeah,
It's,
no, they have to like it.
you guys are really cool. We just want to come say what's up, man. You know. By the way, 5-star review. We need it right now.
Yes.
5-star review.
stars,
All about
5
that
stars.
5 stars.
All about the 5 stars.
Now, what's cool about you is that's not just your job. That's your approach on life. Like
Yeah.
every single thing is all about quality and leaving things better than how you found them, which I think is a very important, like, powerful attribute for one person to have. And I really try my best to do that, and I slip a lot sometimes, but you're like a machine, man. And you know, your family, I know we have some pictures of your family, and you
Who
were
dat? Look at that.
yeah, well, I don't know about the who dat, man.
Look at that. Yes, sir.
You know,
That
the-
is a beautiful family.
it is a very beautiful thing. The smiles definitely outweigh the Saints jerseys.
Oh,
that's,
my
that's
goodness.
for sure. we'll give,
This must have been
we'll
this.
give- we'll
This
give you
this was
that.
definitely taken before last year's playoff.
Hey. We won't talk about that right now.
There's a pile shoved to the side of Saints jerseys, never to be seen again.
No, we don't play.
And you've coached Little League, and
Yes,
you know,
sir.
you really like to encourage youth pastor a
Yes,
bunch
sir.
of cool things with the kids, and encouraging them to, I guess, be better people. And we have pictures of that too. Like you just you shine.
that guy.
Yeah, I got
You
the-
shine
With
in
that
everything
three-piece
you do.
suit.
Yeah, I got to preach at our church.
Look
and
at that.
so-
Where's your pocket watch?
Oh man, no.
We need a little chain hanging down.
Just
little pocket
encouraging
watch.
people,
Yeah.
man, and bringing something. One of the things that I was telling Russ is a lot of people come in and they say, hey, how can we make businesses better? I look at people, hey, look, that's the youth group that I got to pastor. It was an honor that I spent 10 years with those kids. And
Wow.
so a couple of them, well, one of them I got to officiate her wedding. I got to be part of, now they're having babies. Oh my gosh, I feel so old. But yeah, so that's been a blessing. But one of the things that I love is I love meeting people and then saying, how can I make this person better? What are the things that I can do? How can I encourage them? How can I challenge them? You know, some people need to be challenged. Some people need to be encouraged. There's a difference. And so finding what makes people tick and then helping them reach their next level. And so Bradley does systems for businesses. I like putting systems in place for people, making them aware of their strengths and their weaknesses, and what can we do to get them bigger. Oh man, look, that picture right there. My boy hit his first hit in Little League baseball, and I was the first base coach on that. So he was super excited. He was actually coming down from jumping. You can't tell in that picture.
That is a
but,
great picture.
Yeah, so I was telling him, hey, pay attention to third base coach. He's going to tell you whether to run or not. Little League is awesome, and coaching, just
Yeah.
coaching the next generation up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you study the John Maxwell.
Yeah.
Are you certified yet?
Yes, sir.
I don't,
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're certified, like one-on-one coach.
Yes, sir.
That's your focus. So people building, because
People building.
I'm kind of working on the track
Yeah.
too, and thank you for that, man. Like the John Maxwell stuff's really,
That's awesome.
it's really
is.
great, and I'm so excited to dive more into that and learn more. But your focus is people building and kind of one-on-one coaching and helping people, like you said, reach their next level and reach their true
Yeah.
potential
Yeah.
to get out of this thing,
Yeah.
this mental block that kicks us all in the face sometimes.
Right,
you know?
and one of the things that we we talk about it is your BS is holding you back, and it's your belief systems. Be careful. It's your belief systems that are holding
Yes,
you back.
yes.
And so if we can get past what you believe about yourself and start giving you positive and truth, the word of God in there, and getting you positive feelings about who you are, and realizing that you are a son and daughter of the Most High, and you have a destiny. Oh my gosh, man. Run with that.
You know what's crazy? You talk about belief systems. Is the numbers are staggering. Like your belief system, 50% of what you believe to be true about yourself is already hardwired in your subconscious by the time you're 4.
Yep.
And by the time you're 8, it's like 85%.
Yep.
So really, until you start doing work on your belief system, nothing's really going to change, because your beliefs create your thoughts, and your thoughts create your feelings, and your feelings create your actions, and there's your life. So it's really, really cool to be surrounded with a group of people that kind of understand those things and implement those in life and business. And Russ, man, you've been doing this for a long time,
I'm doing it a while. Yeah.
and very, very particular. Like I think it was mentioned on the first episode, you did like trimming, or what's it called? Carpentry, trim carpentry.
Yeah. Installing trim work. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, if you do trim carpentry, then you gotta have detail with everything.
So what's important to me is detail. So even like just when I'm going and setting up test equipment at a person's house, the way that it's done, the order it's done, I tell everyone that I teach, I say, there's lots of ways to do this, but there's only one right way, and it's my way. So, but it's because there's.
Do you tell your wife that too?
No, I don't.
I've done that one time, and I don't think I'll ever say that.
No,
again.
but even the way that I put equipment back in the box, it's like, well, I just do it the same way each time because that's what works perfectly. Not that I wouldn't be opposed to maybe making an improvement on something. And hey, if there is a room for improvement, well, let's switch it and keep it that way. So it's all about that efficiency and having a good system for whatever you do, especially even when it comes to the testing of homes. Because let's face it, I'm looking for the same, let's say, 150 things in a home, but every single home is different. So, and largely different. You may have your cookie cutter, same type of little things, but even still, it was different people that put it together. So there's always going to be different solutions for those different homes, and that's why it's just details. It's very important.
That's why the CPR is so important. The certified performance reports that we
That's
do,
it.
'cause they can tell everything about the home and
Yeah.
really what the homeowner needs to do. Man, the detail is just so cool, and there's so much to learn about this industry, and just so many cool things that we can do for homeowners. And
He's the mad scientist when it comes to this stuff. So.
yeah, I really like Jeff's idea about throwing on some lab coats and doing some video segments of
Dude.
it's
coming.
Efficient.
coming.
What did we call you? The energy efficient Einstein? E cubed?
Yeah,
E to the
E3.
E3.
Yeah.
E3, baby. That's his hip hop name.
No, that's his hip hop.
That's his hip hop name. E3 Big Daddy. Big Daddy
Yours
E3.
is 5G, right?
Mine's 5G. Yes, 5G. And if you want to know what that means, is because every single time I send an invoice to Brad, our running joke is it's right around
Seems to be
$5,000.
$5,000 every single time.
Yeah, man. Hey, video production. For good video production, you got. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
It's all about the ROI, though. And it's,
ROI.
it's the ROI is coming.
all about the ROI.
It is all about the ROI. So what is that? Tell me about that.
Tell you about the ROI.
Yeah, tell me about the ROI. Like,
So I am a math guy. When it comes to that, I'm all about numbers. Numbers do not lie. So I'm crunching ROI, and I will try anything, but I can pivot quickly. I've been called what's called agile, which I'll run 100 miles an hour in one direction. If that's working, we're going to keep running. If it doesn't work, I will switch on a dime.
And then cut, yeah.
Absolutely. So it's all about. ROI is. Getting that return on everything that you do.
Yeah.
Your return on your investment is your preparation for yourself. Are you preparing your day to get ROI for yourself? You got to constantly be working on yourself. And I have a saying around the office all the time: you grow or you got to go.
Yeah.
That's period. We're all about what book are you reading? What are you doing for self-improvement for yourself? And what, to get that ROI.
Yeah.
It's not just all about my marketing and the dollars. What we have at Green Addicts is more about people. Like Juan said, he does a great job on one-on-one coaching with people and building people up. We even had a conversation driving over here. He said, No question, you're a ruler. That's what he said. You're a ruler. And I said, okay, well, what makes you think that? He said, he starts talking a little bit, and then he says, I said, so you're telling me I've got negative qualities? Is that what you're telling me? I've got negative qualities? What are you talking about?
What?
He says, yes, sir. That's exactly what I'm telling you. And I started laughing. I said, I know I have negative qualities. And that's kind of the first step to improvement is determining, who you are not. Who you are not will help you become who you are.
Yes.
So if you can do that, figure out what are those negative qualities. And then you need to work, as Maxwell says all the time, you need to work on what's your sweet spot.
Yep.
And you need to hammer your sweet spot. And you got to find that sweet spot and just keep hammering away. And that's why in the office, everybody has a different role. And they're in such a great role that they're hammering their sweet spots.
Yeah.
This person may not be great as a salesperson. That's why they're in operations.
Yeah.
And so on. So
Man,
it's
yeah,
just,
everybody in the office is so fantastic. And Friday we have a fun office party coming up.
Yeah.
we do.
Have the video
Play a
crew
little
out.
ping pong. I have
Play
to show you how to play
Yep.
again.
Yep.
Man, you
maybe
wore
this
me
time. Maybe
out.
this time I'll tie one. Maybe I'll tie both hands behind my back. And just play with my mouth.
You wore me out, man. Brad's a beast on the ping pong table. Juan's good too. You got a little curve action
A
going.
little bit.
Yeah, but I think No, I didn't beat you. Dang it.
No,
No. That didn't.
I don't
yeah.
think I beat it. And we were playing, one on one,
One on one.
and I went out and beat him. I
One-on-one.
know. We were playing some one on one.
So what's when you have some cool stuff coming down the pipeline, a nice little rollout. You're working on a book.
I am.
Your own leadership courses and things of that nature to help a large amount of people become more efficient
Absolutely.
and productive in life. That's what it's about.
It's all about the power of 7.
It's all about the power of 7, and that's another episode. That's 3 episodes. That's 7 episodes.
Oh.
Yeah, that is 7 episodes. Absolutely, we can break that down. There's just there's so much. There's so much with Green Addicts, and it's really a lifestyle more than a company. Just really caring. So I'm just blessed to be a part.
We're happy you're here.
Yeah, for sure. And we got this wonderful studio to shoot this fun show.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
It's great.
It's a lot of fun.
It's absolutely great.
What do you want to add?
No, I mean,
Leaving things better than how you found them.
yeah.
is
I mean,
kinda what I wanted
that's
to-
something your parents teach you growing up. I know mine did. Even my wife is constantly saying that around the house, telling the girls, you need to leave things better than you found them. And that's walking into a room, if there's a empty water bottle on the table, just throwing it in the trash.
Yeah.
It's just everything that you look for the positives in every single thing you do. So there's a positive in everything. You just got to look for it. If you're focused on negativity, then that's what you're gonna see.
Yep.
But if you're focused on the positive in everything, there's a positive in every single thing you do.
Of course there is.
Everything.
Absolutely.
So I mean, it's just you always want to look for opportunities to leave things better.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and so it all goes back to that mindset. I mean, perspective. Like you say, where attention goes, creation flows. Is that
Where focus goes, energy flows.
right? Where focus goes, energy flows.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's so true. I mean, if you're like, hey, I think I want to get this green Dodge Avenger with a red stripe that nobody has. All of a sudden, you see like 5 within a week, and you're
So-
like, what the heck? Where did that come from? Yeah, you just
That's what I used to tell guys all the time when if they wanted an item, in a materialistic, item, and everybody likes those things. You buy a car, it makes you feel good for a month, and then
Yeah.
the newness wears off. It's
Yep.
you go on a cruise, you feel good for a week. After that, the newness wears off. You win the lottery, you feel good for a year. After that, it's just
Or if you're
money.
Hollywood Henderson, you win it
So,
twice.
yeah.
Like, how in the heck does that happen?
Yeah.
Win the lottery twice. Man. Yeah, so that's a very important thing, leaving things better than how you found them. And next week did you want to add anything
Not at the
in
moment.
that area?
I will. Okay, yes. So
Yeah.
funny enough, in leaving things better than you found them, and that's something that my dad taught me
Yeah.
as a kid, and even like when we would go to a park. I don't know why that just is the first thing that comes to my mind because as kids, what kid doesn't want to go to the park?
Yeah.
You pick up the trash. That's just what you do. And so when we've taken our kids to the park, that's what we do. We pick up the trash. Now, the littlest one, he likes to pick it up in his pocket, in his mouth. But we're picking it up, okay?
Yes.
So But in all seriousness, you leave it better wherever you're going. One of the things that we the principles that we do in a home is you want to do no harm. So when I'm going into an attic space and I'm looking things around, I'm not going to go traipsing through the insulation just to see what might be hidden over there. Well, that's doing more harm than good. We're all about improving the house, so that's leaving it better.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Juan does a fine job at leaving things better than he finds them. Since this man's been here, he is probably one of the most caring and thoughtful men that I know, and one God-fearing man, and I respect that a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So so sincere. It's really awesome. It's good to be around.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. And for all of you if this is your first time tuning in, I mentioned something about the CPR a little bit ago, and the CPR is it's very important to do for your home. It's Certified Performance Report, and what they'll do is they'll come in with some really high-tech Ghostbuster equipment that's really cool, and yeah, let's go do snuffers on Lower Greenville.
Just see what
Find the
happens.
ghost. But so what we'll do is there's and I'm not going to scientifically explain this, but this is my perception of it, and I think I do a pretty good job explaining it. But there's like a red flap that we put in the door that seals it, and it's got a fan.
Yeah.
And that fan blows really hard and
Yeah.
simulates what represents a 20-mile-per-hour wind, right?
Correct.
A 20-mile-per-hour wind throughout your whole house.
On all sides of your
On
home.
all sides, so you can find where all of the air is escaping and where you're losing energy. So it's something you definitely want to do if you are a homeowner. It's like $500, something like that. Is that right?
Sometimes we're running specials.
Sometimes we're specials.
Yeah.
It's very, very necessary, and you would be very surprised to find all the areas in your home that you're actually losing money, and having a less comfortable home.
Yep.
There's so many things that we can do to help. So if you're just tuning in, Green Addicts is the #1 energy efficiency company
Yes.
in DFW, hands down. We have a service plan that is second to none.
Yep.
The service plan is ridiculous. Even if you don't have Green Addicts products, even if you don't have our air conditioning units or anything like that, because we do the HVAC and all of that stuff,
Yep.
we still have a service plan that is like, we'll come out every quarter. Break that down real
Yes,
quick,
I
because it's
mean,
very important.
We do lots of services on the HVAC side as far as checking all your fluids, checking your filters, checking for leaks. There's a whole list of services that we provide there. We're in the home 4 times a year.
Yep.
So we're doing you'll see Mr. Juan Cruz in your home twice out of those 4 times. Where he'll be doing quality assurance checks. He'll be checking the ductwork structures, making sure nothing's leaking on that side. He'll be checking, throughout the whole home, your windows, your doors, all that stuff. So, and then we're providing a discount for any future services that's on there. And there's a whole list of stuff that we provide. If you want to learn more about it, go to greenaddicts.com and get our phone number off of there. Or do we post our phone number on this podcast?
Not at the end, no.
Call the office. We're there, 214-305-5449. And the ladies will be happy to set Mr. Cruz up or one of the other fine consultants we got to come out to your home. But I'll tell you, our service plan is absolutely. I've been working on this service plan for a year.
For a year, yeah.
And the reason we're in the HVAC, windows business, insulation business. So we do a lot of things. You've got a lot of companies that's out there that either just do HVAC or that just do windows or that are just insulation companies. So to pull all that underneath one roof is absolutely amazing for us.
Yeah.
We laugh and joke all the time. It's truly a blessing at the things that we've been put in line with you guys and Juan and Russ. And so our service plan is like I said, I've been working on it for a year, and it is something that sets us apart from everybody else. HVAC companies have a service plan. They've got their little service plan that they provide. We have a service plan on steroids, I believe, is something that Russ describes it as.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's been something I have had a passion for a year, and I've just been critiquing and working. How can we benefit the homeowner and bring value to the homeowner?
Yeah.
Because it's all about value for them. So I want to make sure I'm bringing value to that homeowner, and that's exactly what we're doing with our service plan.
Absolutely. And if his socks and drawers were that efficient in that short amount of time, you can imagine how efficient this service plan is if he spent 1 year on it. And you forgot to mention one thing that's awesome about it is the 24-hour emergency
Yes.
service.
Like I said, there's so much.
In the heat of the summer or whatever, you're sitting there sleeping, all of a sudden, your HVAC thing buckles and you don't have air conditioning. Oh no! You just called. We get 24-hour service.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that is, I wanted to make sure and highlight
Well,
that service.
literally
plan.
the list of the service plan when I printed it out, it was literally front and back page.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, we do this and this. No, it's literally 2 pages of
Yes.
what we cover.
Yes.
So it's a lot.
It is very intense. So we're excited to have this show. We're excited to bring you this wealth of information from these very talented, just awesome people. So keep tuning in, and remember, greenaddicts.com. That's our website. Any service that you need to make your home more energy efficient, we got you. And we got a lot of cool special guests that are going to be coming on the show. So stay tuned, keep plugging in, and until then, make it a freaking awesome day.
Absolutely. Have a good
Yes.
one. God bless.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Peace.